Hi. Hello and welcome to my living room. The weather outside is not very good right now, and so here we are in the living room today. So there is a chance that I will be interrupted by my 4-year-old son who is not up yet, and I can hear my 1-year-old starting to rustle around already, but we'll see. So today I want to talk to you about uh, social media and public management. Governments are rapidly increasing their use of social media, and social media has the potential to increase interaction between the public and governments. So a lot of it becomes about public input. You have to go where the people are if you want the public to have input on decisions that are made in public organizations. So governments seek participation and input on public policymaking and decision making through social media. Now, if you've ever been to a local government meeting, uh, if you've ever been to a local city council meeting, you'll know that they aren't particularly well attended unless something drastic is happening. And the people who do attend tend to be the loudest voices in the community. But but most people never attend a public meeting in their local communities. Most people don't even know where city council meets or that there is one. Uh, so local governments, state agencies have a social media presence to try and reach the public. Uh, this has worked in a number of ways. Law enforcement has posted footage of surveillance cameras and helped catch criminals, so that's one use of it. And law enforcement posted surveillance camera footage from the Boston Marathon years ago when the Boston Marathon had a bombing, and they posted footage, and locals and the public ended up helping catch the Boston Marathon bomber. If you go to the Center of Disease Control's social media, the CDC, if you go to their Twitter page right now, they are using their Twitter page to spread information about COVID-19 and the coronavirus, making recommendations and explaining concepts like social distancing to the public during this public health crisis. So if you go there now, the last time I checked, their social media page had a pinned tweet that discussed what social distancing is and how to go about practicing social distancing, like sitting alone in your living room for weeks on end, uh, or going for a walk alone, maintaining 6 feet from people. They're sharing this information to try and cut down the spread of COVID-19. And so this is one way that a bureaucracy is using social media. Now, there are some challenges with social media and public management. They include a digital divide. So some people have access to social media or more access than others, and so by reaching out to citizens on social media, government organizations are amplifying voices of the people who are already privileged. We're not reaching people who are poorer and don't have access to internet and don't have an active presence on social media. Uh, uh, we also have the issue of internet trolls. So internet trolls will comment, people who are not genuine in their comments, and it's difficult for the government organizations to decide what comments are genuine and what comments aren't, and how to weed through uh, uh, comments on the internet, and take into consideration the ones that are serious. One of the other issues is that public organizations have limited ability to get rid of comments on social media posts. So you can't impede on somebody's freedom of speech if you're speaking on behalf of a government organization. So your personal Twitter profile, my personal Twitter profile, my personal Facebook, if somebody comments something I don't like, I can delete it if I want. If you're speaking for a state institution or a local public institution or the federal government, like the CDC, then you can't. It's more questionable to be deleting comments, because then you're impeding on somebody's freedom of speech and freedom to lobby the government. This is one of the reasons why it's complicated when it comes to the President of the United States tweeting from the Oval Office. So as a private citizen, before President Trump was President Trump, he could block people and delete people all he wanted. But now he's not a private citizen. He's the President of the United States. So the courts have ruled that he's not allowed to block people on Twitter. I believe he does anyway, if I'm not mistaken, but he's not allowed to block people on Twitter because he's not a private citizen. He's the President of the United States, and he speaks for the federal government. So there are those issues too when you create a social media presence for your public organization. All right, thank you.